That's true. We off, man. Yeah, we got our girls got one.
Good evening. We're live here at we're off Friday. Terrebonne High School. Casey just with Coach Brian Colley. The Ellender Patriots are about to take on the Assumption Mustangs. Casey just with Coach Brian Colley. Trying some things a little bit different today. Trying some stuff with the audio and the microphones. Hope everybody enjoys. We've seen both Ellender and Assumption for the girls. What are you expecting to see tonight, man?
I think I'm ready for a big-time high school basketball game. I know one thing, Ellender better start off a lot quicker than what they did against South Lafourche a couple of weeks ago.
It is senior night, and they've got a bunch of seniors. We will tell you about some of those young ladies throughout the course of the broadcast here. We'll thank some of our sponsors throughout the game. We've got Derek Ross, Phil Bychurch, Greg Bado here at Terrebonne. Assumption in the all black. I'm used to radio. You guys could see there in all black. I don't need to tell you that. Ellender is at the middle of the floor with Assumption. That is Kamaya Taylor, who will be jumping against Singleton. We're going to do both games tonight. It's a busy broadcast week for us on Bayou Sports. Got a game every night and then doing a bunch of video over the weekend. All right, let's do it. Ball's up in the air, and the tip will go to Ellender. And they'll work the ball down the floor. It's a Spry. No, that's not Spry. That's Robinson. Or Ross. Ross penetrates all the way through. No, rebound goes up in the air for a putback. Singleton.
That's been key for the Patriots' offensive rebounding all year. They do a great job on the boards.
Assumption across the timeline. Feeding it inside. And it's taken away by the Lady Patriots, Robinson. Long pass down the floor. Jamia Singleton, newest member of the 1,000-point club at Ellender. To the Green. Green has it deflected and stolen. Lady Patriots trying to take it back, and they do. Now they're getting this map court offense, stolen again by Assumption. At the rim, they'll lay it up and in. That is number 11, Sadie Landry. Yeah, you're right. A careless turnover from the Patriots.
Assumption a man-to-man defense.
2-2 to score. Singleton passing it off to Green with a little floater. Got it. And it's 4-2 Ellender. Campbell, she had a big night against South Lafourche the other night, draws the foul.
Lady Patriots are extending their defense a little, trying to put pressure on the Assumption guards.
If the playoffs started today, these two teams would both be in the Division II non-select bracket, right around the same spot. Ellender's around that 14 mark, Assumption around that same area. So on paper, this should be a very evenly matched ball game. Campbell reversing it to the corner. Now inside. Been very closely guarded and putting it up and in is Taylor. Good strong move.
Nice move by Taylor, just a drop step on the baseline side.
That's Turtle's favorite player, Kamaya Taylor.
Oh, boy.
Robinson getting it to Ross. Ross back to Robinson. That's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ellender.
Yeah, I think it's going to be key for the Mustangs to stop the penetration by the Lady Patriots.
Get to Green. And to Robinson. The reverse pass inside and a layup no good. Rebound goes to the floor and Singleton's got it. Jamia Singleton. Dancing. Attacking off the dribble. In traffic, loses it. But the Patriots are there in the corner. Now Robinson for a three. Bang! Ellender scores it. And it's 7-4. Campbell attacking. Nice move. Missed it and go out of bounds to Ellender.
But it's tough to defend when you're trying to stop the Lady Patriots from penetrating And when they kick out and you hit them threes, that's makes it tough to defend.
Ellender will now inbound with Ross bringing it up the floor. They're taking Singleton off the ball for this possession. She's nestled in the left corner. 4:50 and counting in the opening quarter. Singleton on the left side. Now to the middle is deflected and stolen. Here comes Assumption in transition, and they'll overshoot the pass. So Assumption forces a turnover but can't convert, and they turn it over right back.
That's the second time the Mustangs force turnovers and come down the floor and give it right back to the Patriots.
You will not beat the Ellender team doing things like that. You're going to have to be better. Singleton, top of the key. Using a screen. Now reversing it inside, and it's through the wickets of Singleton.
Nice job of Singleton seeing the entire floor. That was a pretty good pass.
Sage Singleton dropping the pass. Jamia Singleton delivering it. Jalea Campbell. Cross midcourt. Attacks. Tough shot. No. Rebound goes to the floor and out of bounds to the Lady Mustangs.
Mustangs are very active.
Yeah, they're playing a little harder tonight than they did against South Lafourche. Get it to the corner for a three-point try. Way off. Rebound goes to Assumption. And a travel. The old Assumption shuffle.
Oh, yeah, that was.
If you're new to our Assumption shuffle references that we make on radio, that's when you make a move before putting the ball down on the floor. Back in the day, we had one men's game where Assumption did it about 30 times, and we renamed that move. Green. Getting it to Robinson. Robinson throws it away. Here comes Assumption. Attacking. Out to the corner. Now top of the key. That's Meggs. Boy, Meggs had a big night Friday. Campbell. Long three. No. Rebound goes to the floor. And Assumption takes it away on the right side. Meggs. And she'll draw a foul. So that's exactly what we saw from Meggs on Friday. Active on the glass, making things happen and forcing another opportunity for her team.
And when she gets the ball inside, she's really tough.
Ellender getting some reinforcements, including Lasia Rockford, the defending state MVP. It's always good when you could bring the reigning state MVP off the bench. Get it in bounds to Taylor.
The size of Ellen, I never noticed how tall.
Yeah, they got some big girls, man.
The back three girls in their zone are really tall.
Washington getting it to Campbell in the corner. Puts it up, no, and it'll go out of bounds to Ellender. Yeah, between Williams, Rockford, and Young, boy, that's some big, big girls. It's like some volleyball players, the way that they're built. And get it inside, backing down at the rim. Tough shot, no good. Rebound goes to the floor, and Ellender's got it. And now Lakin Spry reversing it for a three-point try. In and out. Good box out. Will lead to an over-the-back foul that time. So Assumption will take possession. Seven to 4. Ellender in front in the early stages. Campbell. Getting it to Taylor. Taylor with a tough shot, blocked away, and here comes Rockford. Throws it away. And at the rim, Assumption will lay it up and in. That's Washington scoring, and it's 7 to 6. Coming hard. That's Watkins who lays it up and in.
When you score, you cannot walk back against the Patriots.
Sorry,
they'll make you pay for it.
That was Williams on the bucket, my bad. 9 to 6. Campbell to Washington, handing it to Taylor. Campbell near midcourt, 1:50 to go in the opening quarter. And looking the trap. Campbell dribbles around the trap, gets it to the left side. Now in the paint, and they'll draw a foul. So good activity from the Mustangs, and they'll earn themselves some free throws.
When they get the ball to Taylor, she has some nice post moves on the inside.
Coach, there was some breaking news today at Ellender. I don't know if you saw that or not. Jesse Turner resigned as football coach and accepted the same position at Covenant Christian Academy.
Well, we've heard talks about that for
a little bit, yeah. So Jesse steps away from Ellender football and will go just down the road, which obviously creates a vacancy at Ellender.
And the job he did at Ellender was super.
So, Coach, if you're listening, best of luck. Assumption makes 1 of 2 at the line. Late in the first quarter, 1:39 to go. It's 9-7 Ellender. Singleton. To the left side they go, and it's dropped. Williams didn't catch the pass, and Coach Robinson is going to call a timeout. I don't think he likes the way his team is playing right now.
Yeah, I think it's a good timeout. Too many turnovers from Ellender.
Yeah, they're not really being pressured, but, yeah, they are turning over. So let's thank some of our sponsors. Martin's Heating and Air Condition. It just combined with Regional Electric. We thank them so much. Also, Joe's Septic Contractors. Give them a call today. How's the Mardi Gras jingle go? Ain't no place to pee on Mardi Gras Day. Yeah. Joe Septic will help you out with that. Edison Schwess Offshore, they're now hiring vessel positions. Schwess.com/jobs. Also, Rescue Wayne, we want to thank them. Heat and Air, 532-6640 or 633-9112. Got plenty more people that we'll be thinking throughout this broadcast. $1:31 to go in the opening quarter. 9-7 Ellender leads. Assumption in possession of the basketball. Get it to the middle of the floor. Inside they go for a shot. No good. And it's knocked out of bounds. Will stay here. The miss was by Taylor. We've seen Ellender a couple of times.
Assumption's going down the floor like they knocked it out. It's their ball.
Ellender's going to have to starting the game with more of a purpose if they're going to want to make a run in the playoffs. There's been a couple times we've seen them. They've started slow. They get it to Taylor, who missed it, in and out. Rebound to Williams. They're pushing it down the floor. Singleton back in the game with a 3-ball. Strong. Rebound goes to the floor and back to Singleton. Singleton attacks. Good pass to Williams. She can't catch it, and it turns into a turnover. Campbell, long pass down the floor to Shaw. Now back to Campbell. To Taylor. Taylor in trouble. And it's going to be a held ball with 46 seconds on the opening quarter clock.
Yeah, it's not a very good spot to catch the ball in the corner when you're on offense with the ball.
Assumption will keep possession. Campbell will inbound.
But Taylor did a good job of not getting a live ball turnover.
Campbell's got it on the baseline, and she just can't catch the pass clean. Seen a couple of times tonight. Both teams just having a hard time catching the ball.
I think they're trying to go a little too fast.
Singleton using a pick. Attacks, nice move, and lays it up. No, rebound goes to Campbell.
She traveled.
Campbell is going to, good call. You were on top of it. She walked. There was some contact, but I think she walked before that contact. So it leads to another opportunity for Ellender late in the first quarter. They get it to Singleton. Singleton with a mid-range. Strong. Rebound goes to the floor, and Assumption comes away, and a foul will be called on Rockford.
Ellender slowly picking up them team fouls. That's
5. Yep. If you could take advantage of that, get them out of their pressure, make some free throws. In good shape. Campbell to the middle, stolen by Rockford. Home run pass to Singleton, lays it up and in. 10 seconds to go.
Pitch just came with a simple trap at the top. Stole the pass.
Here it is again. Campbell bodied up. They'll get the ball to the corner at the buzzer. They're not going to get it off. Oh, they're going to give it to them. They're going to say that bucket counted. So our score after one, it's 11-9. Ellender. We'll be back in a couple of seconds. You're watching high school basketball on Bayou Sports. We'll be right back after this. All right, 1 quarter down. It's 11-9. Ellender leads Assumption. Casey just scored with Coach Brian Colley here on Bayou Sports. Ponder, what you see in the first quarter, man?
Well, I liked what Ellender did the last 2 possessions of the first quarter. They came up and trapped the Mustang guards at midcourt, and they're trying to steal the pass from the guard out the double team, and they got a layup one time out of it.
Singleton feeds it inside for a shot that's missed at the rim by Sage Singleton. Assumption now coming through the defense. Shooting it up in the lane. No, it goes out of bounds to the Mustangs. That was number 5, Shaw, on the miss. I don't remember calling her name out on Friday, Janae Shaw. But she's played a lot tonight. Campbell throws it up in traffic. Good catch by Meggs, who gets it to Shaw for a 3. Got it. And Assumption has taken the lead, 12-11. Singleton studying the floor, getting it to Spry. Back to Singleton. Tough shot, air ball. That's not a very good possession for Ellender.
No, not at all. The Patriots had 0 movement on offense that last possession. They're just standing around.
So let's see if Assumption can add to their lead on the road. Coming with the pressure. Campbell is going to be held up. Good active hands by Singleton. The arrow points to Assumption.
Yeah, you can see, I think the Patriots are going to pressure the guard from Assumption.
Here they come. You get it to the corner. Now back to Cutting Campbell. Inside to Taylor, who is held up. This time the arrow will point to Ellender. A better job handling that by Assumption that time, though.
Yeah, they did the right thing. They attacked it, they drove on the baseline. Just a great play on defense by Ellender.
So now Jamia Singleton picks up her dribble, gets it to Robinson's open. No, rebound goes high in the air to Taylor. Taylor coming hard.
Wow.
Reversing it and stolen by Singleton. Singleton attacks at the rim, lays it up and in. In transition, she's tough to deal with, and Ellender retakes the lead.
She uses her body so well.
Taylor on the right side with the Euro. Loses it. Now Assumption will work it for a 3. That's way off. And we have a timeout by Assumption.
Great timeout.
I think she's trying to get her team to slow down.
Well, we see this all the time. Ellender's aggressive on defense, and Assumption when they're playing fast. It looked like a few times could have been foul calls, but they're not called because of the style that's being played right now.
This thing, State Bank, banking you could count on. Cajun banking served just the way that you like it. Thank them for their support. Also want to thank our friends at South Lafourche Biddy Basketball. They're starting their all-star season. If you're a fan of the Tarpons or Lady Tarpons, man, go thank South Lafourche Biddy because they produce a lot of those players. Tommy Bado, the law office of Tommy Bado. If you get in a car wreck, you better call Bado. So if you're driving home from a Morgan City game,
Oh, boy.
you better call Bado.
I almost needed him.
Singleton. The person in the other vehicle almost needed him too, apparently.
Yeah, but that's another story.
Another story for another day. Singleton attacks with the floater. Got it. Her penetration causing problems to the opponent. Heck, she's a 4-year starter. Shaw getting it to Taylor. Taylor trapped. And she stepped out of bounds.
That's look, aggressive double team by the Patriots. That's tough to get out of. You're gonna have to move the ball quick.
They're gonna get 24 Kira Ross into the game. That adds a little shooting to their lineup. Not that Spry's a bad shooter, but she could stroke it as well. It's the depth of the Ellender team. Singleton. Reversing it inside. Rockwood will draw the foul. So Lasia Rockwood will shoot 2.
Last 2 possessions, the Patriots are moving just a little bit more on offense, creating some good opportunities for them.
I really believe this Ellender team is at their best whenever they're getting that ball inside to Rockwood. She is a force, and she also does that well. She makes her free throws. 16-12 the score. Awkward, staring at the rim, shoots it up, and got it. Ellender with a 5-point lead. That might be their biggest lead of the night. Let's see if Assumption has an answer. Campbell to Meggs. Meggs attacks, and she'll draw a foul.
Yeah, that time Ellender went to a 1-3-1 half-court trap. Assumption did a good job, got the ball to the middle and broke it rather easily and drew the foul on the inside.
So Michaelyn Meggs with 2 shots. She made the first. Hey, just got some news from Tarpon Baseball. Tarpons won their scrimmage with HL Bourgeois today. Congratulations to Coach Guitros and his team. Missed the second free throw. Coming hard, Singleton. Penetrates, now pulls it back out. To Ross, wide open. She's a shooter. Missed it. Rebound goes to Assumption. Get it to Campbell. Campbell passing it to Meggs, who has it blocked. Singleton coming the other way for the Patriots. All the way through. No. Rebound goes to Meggs. And she loses it to Jamia Singleton. Inside, Rockwood at the rim. Missed it. Rebound goes to Assumption. The clock has not started this entire sequence, by the way. There's been 5:32 to go since they last put it back in play. We go out of bounds.
I was going to start for 1 second.
Yeah, they're about a minute ran off the clock there without the clock having started.
That last time Singleton on defense did a great job. She let the offensive player get like in front of her and just came from behind and blocked the shot.
Yeah.
And she's getting good looks on offense. They're just not dropping for her right now.
History tells us that that's going to change before this night ends. Clock does start this go around. Singleton will walk it down the floor. To Ross. Ross loses it, and Campbell's got it. Campbell throws it to Shaw. Now they get it inside and step out of bounds.
Assumption's got to take advantage of these Ellender turnovers. Cannot turn the ball right back to them.
Could be something that they regret later on. It's only a 4-point game, but boy, they are leaving some meat on the bone. Singleton tacks off the dribble, now pulls it back. Getting it to Robinson. Inside they go to the post, blocked away, but a foul will be called, and Young will be shooting. Young's a big girl. Be attempting 2 shots. For an Ellender team that's trying to get hot at the right time as the free throw is good. Heck, they were in the top 5 seed last year and they won the state championship. Yeah. It's all about playing your best when it matters the most. Make 1 out of 2. Now Campbell. Campbell throws to Taylor. Now for a 3. No, that was a miss by Landry. And Ellender will turn it over. Taylor's got it. Into the corner for a triple. Got it. That's a 3-pointer from Shaw.
Oh, you see that a lot. When a person gets away with a travel, you can almost bank it at 3-pointers.
Yep, they're going to score every single time. Ross feeding it inside. They get it. It blocked away. Kamaya Taylor said, no, sir. Or no, ma'am, rather. Now Ellender to inbound. Singleton on the right side. Getting it to Robinson. Back to Singleton. The clock has not started again. And here comes Assumption. And a foul will be called. It's going to be more than 32 minutes of pain tonight. Yeah.
He's not starting the clock. And when you hear a whistle, that's when he starts it for 1 second.
Ellender's now in the penalty.
Judge what kind of game we got going on. No one's complaining that the clock's not starting. Everybody's watching the game.
No one's looking at the scoreboard. That's right. Janiah Washington will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Strong. Rebound goes out of bounds to Ellender.
It's one thing you see with Ellender. Even though they start the game off a little slow or other teams make a run at them, they don't panic.
No. Oh, no.
Never panic.
Oh, no. Ross. Across midcourt. Using a screen all the way. Lays it up, missed it. Put back, up, no. Down goes to Robinson. Now get it to Green. To Singleton. To Ross. Attacks again. Second try. Puts it up and in. Got to the rim the first time and missed it. Didn't miss it that time. It's Campbell. To Shaw. Landry. Campbell will draw a foul, and every single foul is free throws for Assumption for the next 3-11.
Yep, there's a chance for Ellender to stay in this game. You would think, I would have thought that Ellender was going to make a little run and get some separation. As long as they keep fouling, Mustangs can keep this game close.
Campbell makes the free throw. That forces them to maybe back up their defense, not pressure as much. And she made them both. So 2 free points for Assumption. 3:10 to go in the opening half on a running clock. Singleton to cutting Green. And she doubled her. Good call. She double dribbled. Yes, she did. Something tells me that Coach Javon Robinson, who, by the way, is one of the MVPs of the night, because we were a mess trying to get this table up here, and he bailed us out big.
Oh, yes, he sure did.
But something tells me in 3 minutes and 1 second, he's going to tell his team how he really feels, because he does not look pleased. Comes Campbell into Landry. Back to Campbell, tries to feed it inside. Assumption saves it. Now Campbell will get it to Shaw. Strong. Rebound goes to Ellender. Singleton. attacks. Good pass to Ross, and she maybe gets away with a walk, but Assumption's got it off the miss. Mustangs hanging around. Force it to the middle. Shaw getting it to Taylor. And no, rebound goes to Ellender. Williams to Ross.
Almost stepped out.
Now Singleton. See if she's going to tackle Landry off the dribble. Nice crossover. Tough shot, though. Oh, my. Don't tell her it's a tough shot.
Yo.
That's why she is a certified Bayou baller, because of shots like that. That was beautiful. 22-18. Into the middle. Meggs showing the range. Missed it. Rebound to Taylor, and she's fouled. So Assumption continuing to draw fouls.
This is a big 145 for the Mustangs right here. You do not want Ellender to go like even on a 4-0 run right here. That can make a huge difference.
Go to half down, 3-4 points. Maybe even make a run and tie it.
Taylor looks a little winded at the line.
Let's see. He's up. No good. One would think someone named Taylor facing Ellender would be lighting up the scorebook if Taylor Griffin's listening.
That time Taylor tried to compensate. Her legs a little tired, and she shot that ball hard.
Let's see.
There's no arch to her shot.
Second one is no good.
Long again.
But gets her own rebound. And attacks, missed it again. Rebound to Ellender. Long pass. What a pass. Missed the layup. The full court pass that was dead on the money. And a good job by the Assumption coach there. Her player was chasing the ball down, and she actually called her off, saying, no, Ellender knocked that out. And she was right. So Ellender does work their defense back in the double bonus, and Assumption will walk it up the floor. Campbell to Shaw with a triple. Got it.
Nice shot.
Coach, I'm almost positive we did not see her on Friday. Or if we did, it was limited. Singleton loses it on the floor, gets it back somehow out to Ross, who attacks and feeds it inside for Robinson. Missed it. Assumption with a chance to take the lead, but they stepped out of bounds.
Now, once again, Mustangs get the ball, and they give it right back to Ellender.
1:05 to go in the opening half. Ellender leading by a point.
Yeah, Taylor's to the bench right now for the Mustangs.
Singleton. Off the dribble, the floater. No, rebound goes to the floor, out of bounds to the Lady Patriots. Good job by Young of Ellender getting inside position. Patriots getting it to the corner. That's Spry. Feeding it to Rockford. Tough shot, and she'll draw the foul. So Lasia Rockford will go shoot two.
Now, I think Assumption really needs halftime to come here quick. And not score-wise, just they look a little tired. That under pressure will do that to you.
No doubt. No doubt about that. Rockford brick that one off the heel and out. One more shot.
Now you got to keep the Patriots off the boards here on a miss.
Well, good news, if you block them out, you may go shoot two on the other side. Miss.
Nice hustle.
It's out of bounds to Assumption. The young lady Spry, very lucky she didn't get called for delay of game right there.
You just save those delay of games for the end of a game.
Yeah, right? They come hard. Attacking the right side of the floor, and it'll be a held ball. Landry drove it. Now here come the Patriots. Maybe one last shot at it. With 34 seconds to go, Singleton. Feeds it to Rockford, lays it up. Good two-man game there. Rockford set the screen, then dove to the bucket, and Singleton found her. Shaw, she's made a couple of threes. Feeding it inside to Meggs, who draws the foul.
Nice job by Assumption. They keep attacking on the inside, drawing fouls.
It's the 10th team foul on Ellender, but it's a shooting foul either way. At halftime, we'll take a quick break, roll through some of the sponsors, then we'll come back and talk about halftime for a little bit. Meggs' free throw is good. One thing Assumption's done pretty well, boy. Friday night in the fourth quarter, they didn't close the game at the line very well. But here in the first half, they made some free throws.
Yeah, they were trying to give the game to the Tarpons.
Second shot. Miss. Offensive rebound opportunity. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Great hustle by Taylor. Throwing it right to Rockford, who was standing out of bounds. Rockford thinks that Taylor made her leap out of bounds, but she's not going to win that argument. Chance for Assumption to tie it or take the lead. Shaw.
Nice inbound.
Campbell wide open. And they'll be going shoot two, but there was a foul. Young lady for Ellender ran through the screen. So 11, Sadie Landry will be going shoot two. Let me ask you, if that three-pointer there goes in, they get 3 points plus the two shots?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get the three, then you get the foul away from the ball, which will put them in a double bonus.
Wow. Landry makes the shot. Coming in, even though the teams are stacked up right on the side of one another in the power ratings, I think most of them agreed that Ellender was the favorite. But boy, Assumption has played well. And they get the rebound on the miss. Taylor. He's going to be held up, but they've got the arrow, an opportunity to take the lead.
This is going to be a huge swing right here.
Campbell looking to get it in. They throw it to the corner. Got to get a shot up. Got to get a shot up, and they're not going to get one off. So it's halftime. It's 24 for Ellender. It's 23 for Assumption. Stick around. We'll be giving some commentary of what we thought of the first half in just a few minutes. You're watching high school basketball on Bayou Sports. And we're back here on Bayou Sports. At halftime, Ellender leads 24-23 over Assumption. Casey just scored with Coach Brian Colley. I want to thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here. South Lafourche Flash. We want to thank Coach Damien for his time. How about the law offices of Jure Jean Bonjaro, LLC, attorney and notary? Thanks, Jure. How about Terrebonne General Health System, the Community Sports Institute? Tomorrow, play-by-play will be live from the Tri-Parish Media Day for baseball and softball. We'll be out at the locker room hanging out with Stan and all the coaches in our area. Martin's Heating and Air Conditioning. We thank them. Joe Septic. How about CORE, Physical Therapy and Sports Performance? Mr. Sternfels over at CORE doing a wonderful job. Edison Schwess Offshore. Want a job? Schwess.com/jobs. Here, Ellender's got a job. Try to protect the lead.
Might have their chance right here now that Assumption's not shooting free throws.
Singleton using a screen into the lane. Feeding it to Rockford. Missed it. Put back by Singleton is good. Boy, it just opens up so much when you have a point guard with the vision of Jamia Singleton. She sees everything out there, man. Assumption will lose it out of bounds trying to attack the baseline.
This may be the Ellender run.
Yeah, the energy for the gals in black jerseys is not great right now. Let's see if Ellender could attack. Got it to Ross. Ross attacks. Tough shot. Missed it. Rebound to Rockford. Missed it. And here comes Assumption.
Now she gets caught under the basket, too far under the rim for the putback.
So Lady Stangs, get it to Landry. Landry bodied up, reversing it to Taylor. It's knocked out of bounds and it'll stay with Assumption. With only 2 dates left in the regular season, if Assumption wins this game, they're going to lock up a home playoff game. So this is a big one both ways. Washington traveled.
Sure did. It's a nice call.
These three fellas have done a good job. Mr. Bychurch, Mr. Bado, Mr. Ross. Singleton. Getting it to Robinson for a three. Got it.
Tough to defend when you got the inside pick and roll game, the pass of my Singleton, and the outside shooting. It's tough to defend.
Get it to the middle. Work it to the right side for a tough shot. No, a rebound goes to the floor, and Ellender will get called. This is one of 2 Ellender games on Bayou Sports this week. Thursday, Abby will be out filming Ellender and Vanderbilt. That'll be a big boys and girls big matchup. I'll be over at Nichols that night, but she'll be filming that one.
That game's on Thursday?
Thursday, yes, sir. And a travel.
Yeah, look, officials are right on top of this game. They're doing a great job.
Singleton. Directing traffic, as she has done here for 4 seasons, a 4-year starter. And I'm telling you right now, as she attacks, gets into the lane and finds Singleton. Missed it. I know that she's not the biggest player, but someone needs to scoop her up as they attack and miss it, and it'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, the last time Singleton says, look, I'm not going to use the pick and roll at the top. I'm just going to beat my girl off penetration to the lane. And when the weak side comes over the help, just leaving the block wide open.
Landry attacks into the lane, reversing it out now to Washington. Campbell has it in the corner, loses it, and Singleton's got it, but Assumption takes it back. Singleton's hurt, and it'll be a foul called. Singleton got hit in the face. She has battled injuries throughout her senior season. Don't think this is going to be severe. She just kind of got hit in the nose. But it'll be 2 free throws for Michael and Meggs. Our wonderful Terrebonne General training staff right on the call to go check on Jamia.
Yeah, you hoping right away not concussion.
As that one's good, especially this time of the year, boy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out a week or 10 days. One more shot for Michael and Megs. She made them both. It's a 4-point game. Assumption hanging around. Long pass to Robinson. She's wide open and missed it. Rebound goes to Taylor. Taylor coming the other way. Getting it to Campbell. Now to Landry. Landry using her dribble. To Campbell. To the corner. To Washington. Good ball movement for Assumption, and it's stolen by Ross. Ross coming hard at the rim. Got it. Good strong move from Kira Ross, another one of the Ellender seniors, and they lead by 6. And Megs getting it to Taylor at the rim, now throwing it out for a 3. Washington, big shot. Big shot by Assumption. Every time it feels like Ellender's breaking away, they come back.
Yeah, if you're going to trap, you better get it. If not, you're at a disadvantage.
Now Robinson, another 3. No, rebound goes to Singleton. Reversing it to Rockford. Rockford behind the 3-point line. Ross comes through, throws it away. Here comes Assumption. Assumption pushing it to Megs. Megs loses the dribble, and here come the Lady Patriots. Green. Green bounces it off of her foot. And, boy, we just keep waiting for Ellender to clean it up and make a little surge, and they just can't do it, as Singleton will check back into the game. That's good news.
Yeah, that's great news for the Patriots. Assumption's hanging in. They're not letting the Patriots get that little run.
Campbell getting it to Taylor on the right side of the floor, reversing it to the left side of the floor for a 3-pointer, and the tie, in and out. Rebound goes to Campbell. Assumption keeping possession. Campbell to the right side all the way through. No, rebound flying in there was Taylor. And now Washington with a 3 and the tie. No, rebound goes to Ellender. Singleton getting it to Green. Green does not have numbers, loses it, gets it back. And we'll reverse it to Robinson, who will get it to Singleton. Singleton attacks. Will draw the foul, and she'll go shoot 2. As a fan in the stands, as soon as she got the ball, was screaming, mismatch. She drew the foul, so he may have been right. I care to say that young lady's a mismatch for probably about 95% of the guards in the state. Free throw is up. And no good. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. This has been a good game.
Yeah, I want to see on the other end of the floor if the Patriots are going to continue trying to double team the Assumption guards. Assumption's doing a decent job of handling that.
Splits them. 4-point game. Much like you said at the end of the first half, I think whoever wins the rest of this quarter is going to have an advantage. And Assumption turns it over. Shaw steps on the out-of-bounds line.
Assumption's one pass away from getting layups on that against that pressure.
Singleton all the way to the rim. Oh, my.
That's smooth.
Oh, my. She's getting rolling. And it's up to a 6-point lead. Landry getting it to the corner, Washington. Into the middle, Megs. Now Campbell got a 3. How many times tonight has Ellender gotten the lead to 6 or 7 and Assumption's made a 3? Singleton. Top of the key. Studying the floor, stalking her prey. She shoots a 3. No, rebound goes to the floor. Robinson's got it and missed it. Put back by Green, no. Ellender with some point-blank misses. Now here come the Mustangs. Taylor, closely guarded, stolen by Rockwood. Robinson off to the races. And Assumption will take it back from her. Campbell traveled. Boy, it just feels like, and I know Assumption's really young, it just feels like they're really close to understanding what they've got to do. Don't know if it'll happen tonight, but they're not that far away.
No, just a few little turnovers here and there is the difference right now.
Ellender will inbound. Robinson. Inside they go to Young, and it's stolen away. Here come the Mustangs. Hard down the floor. Meggs will have it poked away, and Singleton has it. Jamia across the timeline, crossover. Feeding it to Sage Singleton. No. Rebound goes over the back on Ellender. That is Young who committed the foul.
Look, if Assumption can keep this game close into the fourth quarter,
Look out.
I think the Patriots are going to start to feel a little bit pressure.
You're right about that. Shaw to Taylor, attacks the baseline, shoots it wild. Young's got it. Green will try to snag it, but Assumption catches the outlet pass. Campbell to the corner and the tie, a three. No, rebound goes to Meggs, and it's a held ball, the arrow pointing to Ellender. See, that's a lesson the Lady Tarpons can learn. When you give up the offensive rebound, it's okay, just tie it up, like make something happen. Singleton getting it to Green, feeding it inside to Young, shooting it up. No, rebound goes to Assumption. They're not the same when Rockwood's not in the game. Her playing time has been limited tonight, but they're not the same without her. Now they get a steal. Green all by herself. And Ellender leads by 5. Inside of a minute to go in the third. Taylor attacks by herself, lays it up and in.
Nice job by Assumption. What's happening, the back people from Ellender is playing a little bit too far back and they're not there to make that steal on the first pass out the double team.
Singleton across the timeline. 20 seconds to go. They're holding for one. Telling Young to get out the way. Don't need the screen. Saying just clear out. As much room as she could get. She's going to make her move in just a second. Clock down to 5. Here she goes. Attacks into the lane. No. Rebound will go to the floor, and that's the end of the third quarter. With our score, Ellender 36, Assumption 33. We've got a good finish coming. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on Bayou Sports. All right, 1 quarter to go, 36-33, Ellender in front. Thanks for watching. After this game, we're going to kill this live video, but then come back live with a separate video for the boys. But we got a good finish here first. Washington in the corner. Has it taken away by Robinson. Long pass to Singleton at the lane to Young, who lays it up and in. Now here comes Assumption. Bodies all over the floor. Taylor blocked, but she'll draw a foul. So Kamaya Taylor will go and shoot him. Boy, another scare with Singleton. May have rolled her ankle. She's limping. Coach Robinson is asking, "Are you okay?" She said yes. Big free throws for Taylor. Banked it in.
Sounds the same if you bank them or not.
Yep. That's a knuckleball. Missed it. Rebound to Singleton. Gets it to Jamia Singleton. Left side of the floor. Green with a triple. Nope. To Young. Young missed it. And Assumption's got it. Assumption has it taken away. Singleton feeding it to Young on the block. And she got it. Would love to know the assist that Singleton has tonight. Campbell to Shaw. She's made a few tonight. Now Taylor has it deflected out of bounds.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're going to say Ellender basketball. Mr. Botto didn't see it.
No argument from Assumption right in front of their bench.
Some Assumption fans saying, "Hey, we've got to go dribble the ball with confidence," and that's really good advice, man. You're in the right spots. But that's not good for Ellender. Singleton taking a breather, and she looks distraught. She's been fighting ankle issues all year. Ross now at point. Ross will attack, getting it to Robinson for a three. No, rebound goes to the floor, and Ellender's got it green. To Ross, inside to Robinson, lays it up and in. That's the one thing about depth, brother. You could afford an injury or two. You still got great players on that bench. Campbell inside to Taylor, missed it. And Young's got it to Ross. Ross will be fouled. That's the second team foul on Assumption. Landry will check in for the Mustangs. It's a dangerous time right now for Assumption. You're down 8 with 6 minutes to go, but boy, you could feel that rope starting to slide down a little bit.
There's something mental if you go down double digits right here.
And this is what they could do so well. They could stall the basketball, pull it out, make you go chase them. Ross. Well, so much for chasing him. She misses a three badly. Put back, no. Rebound goes to Young, who will get an and one. Good activity on the glass by Young. And there you go. It's a double-digit lead for Ellender with 5:42 to go.
Yeah, Ellender's been pretty solid on the offensive boards. Young's been working hard.
I know when they play the Lady Tarpons, they're dominant on the glass. Good to see it's not just against South Lafourche. Young's free throw is no good. Rebound goes to Assumption, and a foul will be called. Not a very good foul there. That far away from the basket. It's only the 15th foul of the half.
Still 5:40 left to go. A lot of time. If you're the Ellender Patriots, you cannot start the foul. You only got one more to give, and Assumption will be shooting.
They get two thoroughbreds coming in, Rockwood and Singleton, to try to close this thing out. Campbell. Across the timeline, she traveled. I get the feeling if Ellender scores right here, Assumption will be calling a timeout with 5:35 to go. Singleton. Doing some dancing near midcourt. Getting it to Green. Green attacks all the way to the rim. No. And it's knocked out of bounds to Assumption. See, I just think Ellender's making a mistake. You got one of the best point guards in the state. Let her dribble it until they get the ball out of her hands.
Run some of that clock.
But they're trying to pull it away from Assumption on the other end. Good hustle by Green. Getting on the floor, tying it up. Ellender has the arrow with 5:03 to go.
That Green, nice hustle by Green. If she don't dive on the floor, Ellender does not get possession of that ball.
Now Singleton. Big step in the lane. Tough shot. That's way off. Not a good possession there, but they will get the ball back, but Assumption got the rebound while laying out of bounds. Yeah, up 10. I don't know what the rush is for Ellender right now. Ross will inbound. Inside to Rockford. Back to Ross, but stolen. But Assumption will again turn it over right after getting a turnover. So the Patriots will have 4:46 to go. And Assumption's trying to call timeout, but not going to get it. Robinson to Singleton. She's capable of doing this for about a minute. Just pull it back out. Said she'll penetrate and shoot it up. No. And the putback is in.
That might close to doing it right here.
The Mustangs will call a timeout. So with 4:13 to go, we'll thank some of our sponsors with an Ellender up by a dozen. Let's go ahead and send some thanks to the law offices of Tommy Bado. If you're in a car wreck, you better call Bado. We also want to thank our friends at Terrebonne General, the Community Sports Institute for their support. How about Dufresne Building Materials? They help us out dearly. I can't rattle off the 8 locations like Taylor can, but I know that they do have 8 locations where you could experience the Dufresne difference. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Mr. Sternfels and the folks out there do an outstanding job. What about just down the road from here? Trap Cadillac Chevrolet. Go visit those fine folks, www.trapauto.com. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. We thank them so much for their time. And also, we've got Rescue Wayne, Air and Heat, LLC, 985-633-9112, a proud Daikin dealer. Let's reset, 46-34, Ellender up, 4:13 to go.
On offense, if Ellender spreads the floor, they can run some clock, penetrate, and possibly shoot layups the rest of this game.
Assumption needs buckets right now. Maggs getting it to the corner, and it's just not caught. Lost out of bounds by Washington. Now let's see if the Patriots will get a little more patient. Inside of 4 minutes, Ross. Walk it down the floor. Penetrates all the way through, and a held ball. I just don't understand. Their plan all night has been find Sadie Landry and attack her off the dribble, and I get that. But with 3:48 to go, if you're that confident you could beat her off the dribble, then beat her for 2 steps and pull it back out. As Campbell travels.
On the other end, Assumption keeps turning the ball over. But yeah, you're right. You can dribble in the paint, jump stop, turn around, kick the ball back out.
We used to call it the Michaela Bynum offense back in the day. Lady Tarpons used to run 3 minutes of possession off the clock. Well, a little surprising here. They're going to get Campbell a breather. Their primary ball handler is going to take a break. Singleton to Ross. Ross off the dribble. And she'll call, or draw a foul rather, and go shoot 2. 3:29 to go. Looks like Ellender's going to get a big district win, which could potentially set up a district championship game on Thursday between they and Vanderbilt. Game that you'll be able to watch right here. I have not seen Vanderbilt with my own eyes, but we have filmed and recorded a few of their games. Boy, they're nasty. They are very, very good, and they're still very, very young.
Where's that game going to be played?
At Vanderbilt. That's going to be a great boys and girls game. Assumption across the timeline has it stolen, and Young will be fouled. And at the end of the day, the story of this one is just Assumption just didn't quite handle the pressure well enough.
Yeah, just way too many turnovers.
Singleton looking to dance. The step back. No. Rebound back
job by Taylor.
The Mustangs. Taylor on the right side of the floor. Out of Campbell, who's checked back in. Get it into the lane. And it's stolen by Ellender. Singleton. On the wing, running some clock. I think Coach Robinson's telling his guard to slow up a little bit. Tax pulls it back. You could do this literally the rest of the game. Penetrates. This time she'll go. Nice pass to Rockwood. I said it earlier in the broadcast. They're a different team with Rockwood on the floor, and she finished that one strongly, but a great pass. Assumption with a three. No. Rebound to Rockwood. And getting it to Ross. Here come the Lady Patriots. At the rim, they'll overshoot the pass. .2:11 to go. We've got a boys game right after this one, but it will not be on this video feed. We will knock this video down, then bring a new one up. Meggs attacks, and a foul on the floor. It's the 16th foul on Ellender. Got to get it in to Campbell. Oh, Shaw with a three. That's short. Rebound to Meggs, who lays it up and in.
Good job of the Patriots not fouling, stopping the clock. Just let that clock run.
You're up 13 inside of 2 minutes. You have to really do something self-destructive to lose this one. 140. Singleton. Attacks. And shoots a tough shot. No, that's not a very good decision. Rockwood pulling it out to Ross. They get the rebound. Ross will attack. Shooting it at the lane. No. And it'll go out of bounds to Ellender. I don't understand the urgency to score. I know it's going to sound like a broken record, but boy, you could bleed this whole clock out. Young will shoot a mid-range. No. And it goes to Assumption. It'll be kicked out of bounds. We'll stay with the Lady Mustangs. 1:12 to go. They're going to get Singleton into the game for Young.
Young had a solid game for the Lady Patriots.
Yeah, she did. She played well. Shaw to Washington. Out of Taylor. Taylor in the lane. Tough shot. No. Rebound goes to Ross. Ellender will get it to Rockwood in transition. Rockwood will fall, and she's hurt. And here come the Mustangs. The ball's knocked out of bounds, but boy, our attention now is on Leisure Rockwood, who is in a heap of pain. She went up for a layup, came down awkwardly. They're going to check on her. Let's take a quick break. It's a 13-point game inside of a minute on Bayou Sports. Welcome back here. Rockford is limping very gingerly off the floor. We sure hope she's okay. There are 44.8 seconds to go. Ellender's in control.
Yeah, she was on the ground, and you can hear her, my knee.
And as they're working and massaging, and boy, she's been in some pain. So hopefully she's okay. Because boy, that's a big chess piece right there. That's the reigning state MVP over there sitting on that chair. That means big things for Thursday against Vanderbilt, and that means big things next week for the beginning of the playoffs. Assumption will try to inbound. They get it to the corner, Taylor. Taylor closely guarded, and it's knocked out of bounds to Ellender with 38.4. Coach Cornell Scott showing some good leadership, man. His game's about to start, but he's right by Rockford's side, making sure that she's okay. Singleton is fouled. Oh, 16 foul. Oh, my goodness. They're going to put him on the line with 26 seconds left and a 13-point game. Jamia will shoot the 1-and-1.
Well, you can just feel the air out of this gym with this injury. Even a big Ellender win.
Yeah, no
just
doubt.
Takes a little bit away from it.
No doubt. That's a big story to follow. Is going to be her health. Look, we can make the argument Vanderbilt didn't win the state championship last year because of a late season injury. Charles went down, so things like that, you need a little luck, and Ellender may have gotten unlucky tonight at the end. Free throws are both good. Come the Mustangs with a three. No. Rebound goes to the floor, and I was about to say, at some point you got to dribble the ball. And that one will go over to Ellender, and hopefully that'll end this one. Hopefully they'll allow them to dribble it out. No pressure. And I think that'll be the end of this game. On senior night, Ellender defends their home floor. Singleton from the buzzer. No good. And it's 51-36, our final score. Coach, some final thoughts as the Patriots get a win.
Just a little bit too much pressure from the Lady Patriots of Ellender. I think they did a great job on the offensive boards, giving them extra possessions. And what can you say about Singleton? My goodness. Her vision on the floor is unreal. And she knows the game. She sets up her players, her teammates on the floor, knowing exactly where she's going to attack. And the weak side comes over. She passes to the weak side for easy layup. Just tremendous player.
No doubt. So let's take down this live. We'll be back in, about 10, 12 minutes with the boys game. Casey just going Brian Colley. We'll be back right after this on Bayou Sports.